Hey there, it's Elizabeth, and welcome back to a flip through. Okay, so this is my January, February Creative Daily Journal. This is the only one that I have that looks like this for this year. The rest of the year, I'm just doing an altered composition book, which that's what this is as well. But in this case, for this book, I expanded the spine 2 inches and I sewed in 2 signatures, and it is just a regular comp book. So, yeah, that's how I did this one for this year. I wanted to try it out. I did enjoy working in it. However, I need to simplify my journaling life. So I've gone back to just my regular composition books like I used to do many years ago when I first started out. So let's just get started. On this side is my January. I've already done flip throughs for the month of January. And if you look in my playlist section of my YouTube channel, you will be able to go to a flip through playlist and see all of them. Like I've got a bazillion of them. So if you ever wanted to catch up. So this is how I started out my February. This is my, entry page or whatever. I have been saving these two sheep for the longest time, and it was just the perfect thing to put on here for the month of February. I love you. And then here's my little calendar, and my sunshine's birthday was this month. So let's get into it. Okay, so this was a Monday, February 1st. Oh, and somebody asked me where I get my dates, right? I have a yearly desk calendar, and that's where I take them from. And I like this desk calendar in particular because there are separate Saturday and Sunday flags, or whatever you want to call them. So that's what I'm using this year for the entire year for my dates, just so you know. So it was rainy and windy this day. Here I put a fun fact because it was National Serpent Day. And the fun fact is that my daughter got a ball python for Christmas one year when she was about 8 or 9 years old. We had him for a couple of years, and his name was Byron, and he grew very large. Ball pythons don't get really that huge. I mean, I don't even know. He was pretty big snake though, but we enjoyed him while we had him. And so my neck was sore for some reason. I think I fell asleep on the couch or something and just like pulled a muscle in my neck, so that wasn't great. Regular day at work. What day was this? This was a Monday. Okay, so I have a long day at work on Monday. Yeah, but it went by quickly. Home to relax and watch YouTube, and it was cool out. It was probably in the 50s, which is actually like, that's cold for here. We had quesadillas for dinner, and yeah, I fell asleep before 9:30. And then on this day here, this is just a collage page, really. This beautiful sticker is from my sweet friend Lynn at Love Lynn's Life, as well as this sticker. These are available in her Etsy store. Yeah, I had some vanilla chai tea. These are just stickers from a recollection sticker book, collage piece from a magazine. This is from like a book that I have of quotes. And so still tired, in the low 50s, cool for us, work, home, relax, repeat. Okay. And then on this day here, like the background here is a collage sheet that I have. And I scan them into my computer once I make them so that I can print them out and use them over and over again. So that's what the background of this is. I had some pucka tea tonight, and I went to work, and it was National Women Physicians Day. So that's from the yearly desk calendar. So I just put that on there. I did not have notes for either of these pages. So I just decorated them and work, home, repeat. That's it. This same thing, I got this beautiful stamped pineapple from Sweet Allison. The background pages, in fact, I think I might have done a journal with me on these pages, so you might have seen me do them, I don't know, in a video. So yeah, these are images, stamped images from Sweet Allison at AJ's Inspired Life. It was National Homemade Soup Day. old stickers, you know, from the sticker books. And this is when I started watching Sheena Melwani. Yeah, well, she has a YouTube channel, and I found her on TikTok, and her husband, who like remains unknown, like her husband, you know, I don't even know how to explain it. You'll have to check it out, but they're just hilarious videos. So when I need a good laugh, I go to her videos and watch them because they're super, super hilarious. Oh yeah, okay. So on this day here, I'm not really sure. Here is a picture of myself and my daughter. I look a horrid mess, so ignore that. But my daughter had made these shirts for us on her Cricut, and it is the equation for the 1,000th day of school, okay, for fifth grade, and it only happens in fifth grade. So normally, like, schools will, what's it called, like, celebrate the 100th day, but for a fifth grader, the 100th day for everyone else is the 1,000th day of school for only a fifth grader. So it's like more special that way. So we did have that, and yeah, so that was interesting. And then this day here, I know that I went to work. It was a short day at work, but I was busy as usual. We were doing Friday folders, which always seems to take forever. I get to school before 7 in the morning, and just before 7 in the morning. And yeah, so I can get a lot of that filing and all that kind of stuff and getting those things prepped so that I can help the teachers more during the school day. So anyway, that's what I usually do in the morning. And then my husband came and picked me up from work along with our sweet Roxy, and we went down south. And then that evening, my husband and I actually went out to dinner, and to a place that we used to go to all the time. It's like right across the street from where we live. And yeah, it was super nice, just super nice. They have on the water dining, and I had blackened fish, and it was delicious, and French fries. And then my husband was eating French fries off my plate, and he's like, man, these are so good. So he went and ordered another whole basket of French fries, and we shared that as well. And it was just yummy. And then my daughter called, which was hilarious. She called me on the way home from work. I think she was coming down this night, I think. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I can't remember. No. Maybe she was coming down at some other... No, she ended up not coming down, but she called me on the way home from work, and I was like, oh, we're at, you know, the restaurant having dinner. And she was like, oh my goodness, you know, because like my husband and I rarely go out anymore. Yeah, so that was kind of funny. Guess you had to be there. But anyway, then we went home, and we were watching our show, which at this time was Scott and Bailey, and we really enjoyed that show. Couldn't tell you where we saw it, but you know, like which streaming whatever we saw it on. But anyway, and then on this day, Saturday, my husband went out fishing by himself. He came in to see if I wanted to go with him, but no, I did not. I was super tired. Roxanne had another episode at this time in the morning. It took her a bit to get settled, so I was glad I ended up staying home with her. And yeah, I ended up almost the whole day, or while my husband was fishing, I ended up reading Linda Berry's Picture This book. And yeah, husband got home in the afternoon, and he had to go through a nasty storm on the way home. I remember being quite worried about him, but he made it in fine, and he did catch one fish, I think. Yeah, so, and then it took such a long time to get poor Roxanne. That was our pup at this time. And if you don't recall, her brother Jackson had passed away like 10 days prior to this time. And so, yeah, Roxanne was doing fine at first after he had passed away. And then, but she had been having these episode things. We weren't really sure what it was. And so anyway, she was having a rough time of it. My husband finally got up in the middle of the night and put her in her crate. And she whined a little bit, but then she finally fell asleep. And then here is like one of the last pictures we have of both the puppies. There's Roxanne and there's Jackie. Yeah, so this was a sad, sad part of the month for us, because the very next day Roxanne was acting weird in the morning and stuff, and I had told my husband, I think, when we get home we might need to take her to like an ER vet or something because something's not right. And so we packed her up in the car, and as we were driving home, she actually passed away in the car on the way home. So that was very sad indeed. And yeah, it was just a sad, sad beginning to the month. And I do believe this was also Super Bowl Sunday. And so my daughter and her boyfriend came over and brought dinner. They had made hot wings and beer cheese, I guess. Beer cheese, like dipping, like fondue, okay? And so, yeah, we watched the Super Bowl, and I went to bed before it even ended, and this is Let Your Heart Feel the Sad. Yeah, it was just really sad. We'd had a rough last couple of weeks with our poor puppies. And then the next day, my husband had gone to the store, and he's so sweet. He had brought home some assorted chocolates for me and a bunch of my favorite flowers. So they looked like this, kind of, sort of. Yeah, they're like my favorite flowers. So he brought those to me because he knew that I was grieving our poor Roxanne. I did manage to film 3 videos this day, a ramble session, a Collage Weekly Planner 6 and 7, and a magazine harvest. And on this day, I took kind of like a mental health day. I didn't go into work this Monday because this was, we had to take Roxanne into the vet for the last time. And so my husband went ahead and did that. And yeah, I stayed home, and I filmed some videos, and I also filmed like a farewell for a bit, because it was just, I was just feeling really overwhelmed with everything, and then of course our pups passed away, and it was a lot, so that was that. This day I did nothing, and it's going to remain this way. I put that we did have fish. We had the fish that my husband caught a few days ago, and it was really good. He makes it so yummy. Oh my gosh, I love the way he makes fish. And we watched the new Welcome Home with the Gaineses, so I guess with my daughter, and so that's what we did on this day. And yeah, the only other thing I remember about this day is my daughter made her yummy key lime sauce for the fish, and it's just so good. So then on this day here, I can tell by this that we had our Mooney and Boney lunch, which is the lunch with my 3 other girlfriends. They are girlfriends that we've grown up with. Our kids grew up together. We all homeschooled together, and we remain friends, of course, now. And once a month we try to get together and have lunch. And so we did, and it was great. I go to work, and then I go straight from work to lunch with them to have a late lunch. And yeah, met the girls after work. So yeah, it's always such a joy getting together, and we stay there until the place closes. It closes like at 3 or something in the afternoon, and so that they can set up for dinner and all that. But yeah, they allow us to stay till the bitter end. So, but it was nice. It was nice. Yeah, and the conversation, the things that we talk about is hilarious. I hope no one's listening in. Oh gosh. And then this, I guess, this is like extra. Some of it's ranting and whatever about school and stuff, but that morning there had been this hullabaloo. I mean, police cars, fire engines, helicopters, all this stuff. It turned out right down the street from the school there had been a carjacking, unfortunately. And then as the guy was speeding away, he caused an accident involving one of our families, and they were all fine. Yeah, it was just a mess. I mean, it was terrible, terrible. Anyway, this day too, when I got home, my husband had put up a beautiful new clothesline. Yay! So this is a picture of my backyard. This is our back fence and our shed, and this is where he put up the clothesline, like right in front of the shed. So I was so happy. I've been wanting a clothesline for like 20 some years, as long as we've lived in this house, and he put one up for me. Funny part is that he does laundry now. So that, I think that's funny. And then this was, let's see, this was a Friday, so we had like a party day at school, which, you know, I mean, it's fun for the kids and all, but it's crazy as far as for the teachers, right? Because the kids are just so hyped up and all of that. So, in one of the classes, they were playing like a Valentine bingo, and I'm not sure if it was a half a day or not. I can't remember. I probably should have put on here. Maybe I did in my journaling. I don't know. But one of the teachers was giving away, these were the prizes, were the Among Us stickers, and they're so adorable. And I saw this one, I was so hoping I was going to get it. I think I might have done a journal with me about this too. And this was one of the sweet girls gave me hers. She was like, oh, here, you know. And then I got the cutest, yeah, I think you've seen some of this in a ramble session or something. It seems very familiar to me. But one of the kids in the class gave us this like chocolate heart that you broke with a mallet. It was super cute little Valentine. Here is another Valentine from one of the kids, just so sweet. Oh, I love this child. More, you know, just Valentines. And then I wrote on the back, yeah, just some, of course, ranting about recess and all that, because it's, you know, it's always just like hit or miss, depending on which kids are there and which kids aren't, you know, I don't know. So, yeah, sometimes it could be a little rough, and sometimes it's, you know, great. And yeah, so these are some of the little cute little things that the kids had given me, and so I wanted to save those. So that was, you know, our Valentine's celebration before the weekend. And then this day was Saturday, and we just had like really a movie day. I think we just watched TV all day. We watched The Safe House. This had Denzel Washington and Ryan Reynolds in it. This was America's Sweetheart, kind of a cheesy chick flick with but I love John Cusack. And then Midnight Run, which is one of our favorite movies. My husband just loves it. So yeah, oh, I rated it. This was a 6. Safe House was a 6. America's Sweetheart was a 7, only because John Cusack was in it. And Midnight Run is always a 10 in our book. So yeah, let's see. I worked in my room. The background here are those Recollections gel crayons, glittery gel crayons. I love them. And I just write on the top of it, I don't know, this looks to be like I used a black Tombow marker. So it, you know, you can write on the top of it and everything, and it works out fine. It was Kiss Day, which is good because hubby and I had lots of couch cuddles and lots of kisses. So that was nice. And we just relaxed. It was so nice. So nice. And then on this day here, this was a Sunday, and it was Valentine's Day. We don't really celebrate Valentine's Day around here. Pretty much every day is Valentine's Day in our book. And so Big Handsome finally got his pizza. Oh my goodness. We have a pizza place. I know y'all have heard me talk about it in town. And he's always like, you know what? Mamma Mia's pizza sounds so good. And then he never ends up getting it. Well, this day he finally did, and it was delicious. I worked in my room most of the day, finishing up January pages, finally, and filming loads of videos. So this day I filmed like a lot. A ramble session, end of January flip, my Collage Weekly Planner, number 8, and the Collage Weekly Planner flip. Yeah, so if you haven't seen any of those videos, you know, go ahead and check my playlists. I have playlists for rambles, I have playlists for flip throughs, I have playlists for the Collage Weekly Planner as well. So go ahead and check those out. I think I'll stop here. This is sort of middle of the month. So, well, yeah, it is exactly the middle of the month. So I'll stop here, and I will thank you for your time and hope that you enjoyed that little flip through with me. and I hope you come back to watch some more. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you can get notified the next time a video of mine comes out. And if I didn't mention before, I'm not sure if I did or not at the beginning, but when I talk about my books and my altered composition books, there is a permanent link in the description box below that takes you to a tutorial that shows you exactly how I alter my books to increase the spine and all of that jazz. So if you want to learn how to make an altered book, go ahead and check that out. So yes, I will leave it there. Thank you again, and I'll talk at y'all real soon. Bye for now.